Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a experiment where I'm gonna be simming the real Champions League. Sorry, I'm gonna be simming the real Champions League groups and knockouts and see who wins the Champions League. So I have the real groups here. I created them, but there is some problems with it. So there wasn't Red Star Belgrade, so I had to add Slavia Prague, and basically because it's a red star, so I thought close enough. Uh, and here for some reason it didn't let me put the right amount of Spanish teams, so I want to add Barcelona but it said I couldn't. So then I had to sacrifice another Spanish team, so I had to get rid of Real Sociedad because it was the lowest rated Spanish team and instead add this random Romanian team. So yeah, sorry about that. Just FIFA being FIFA. But yeah, I don't think Real Sociedad would have won the Champions League anyway, so hopefully it won't affect it too much. So yeah, I'm just gonna control the highest rated teams, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so this is how the group stage went. Man United topped the group with 15 points. Very unrealistic. Bayern came second with 11 points. Galatasaray and Copenhagen have been grouped. Sevilla and Lens went through. Arsenal got grouped, and PSV have also been grouped. Napoli and the Real Madrid go through. Braga and Union Berlin get grouped. Union Berlin didn't get a single point. Benfica and Inter go through in that group. FC Rapid surprisingly did really well. They beat Inter 3-2 in one of their matches, which is odd. But yeah, Atletico Madrid and Feyenoord go through in that group. Lazio and Celtic are out. Milan and PSG are through. Newcastle only got 1 point. Dortmund were really bad but then they started picking points up, at the end. Man City go through, no surprises there. Leipzig also go through. Slavia Prague, they had a really good start and they almost went through, which is crazy because it was just a team I just threw in, and they somehow managed to do pretty well. Next is Porto and Barcelona. They go through, and Antwerp and Shakhtar get grouped. Round of 16, Lens versus Milan, Leipzig versus Atletico, Feyenoord versus Manchester United, Barcelona versus Benfica, PSG versus Napoli, Bayern Munich versus City. Wow, that's a big match for the round of 16. Real Madrid versus Porto, Inter versus Sevilla. So I'm gonna sim all this and we'll see who makes it to the quarterfinals. So in the quarterfinals fixtures have started. So round of 16, Lens just barely lost to AC Milan. Atletico Madrid beat Leipzig 6-1 on aggregates. Feyenoord destroyed United in that second leg and they go through, which United won 2-1 in the first leg, but then Feyenoord came back with a 4-1 win over Manchester United. Barcelona go through against Benfica, and once again it was the same thing. It was a comeback from Barcelona in the second leg. PSG go through against Napoli, and Bayern lose to City 6-3 on aggregates. Real Madrid beats Porto, and Sevilla beats Inter 3-1 on aggregates. Okay, so quarterfinals is Feyenoord versus Sevilla. That's a pretty good draw for Sevilla. I think Sevilla could maybe make it to the semifinals, which would be pretty good. But at the same time, Feyenoord is still a good team, so maybe they could beat Sevilla and go to the semifinals. Man City versus AC Milan. That's a good matchup. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Madrid derby. And PSG versus Barcelona. So let's sum this. Alright, and And that means Real Madrid and AC Milan are the two controlled teams that are out. And in the semifinals, we got Sevilla, who's the last team that I haven't controlled, and versus Man City. That'll be a tough matchup for Sevilla, but if they can get lucky, they could potentially go in the finals. Atletico Madrid versus PSG in the other matchup. Atletico Madrid coming off a amazing performance against Real Madrid, so let's see if they can beat the big PSG. Sevilla versus Man City, and Man City win in the first leg, and PSG wins. Second leg, who will win? And PSG beat Atletico Madrid and move on to the finals. And it's a draw, but it's not enough. So it will be Man City versus PSG. That is so boring. Always be good. And this time Man City win. So Man City have won the Champions League once again. And honestly, that's probably quite realistic because, you know, Man City are OP right now. So that's the end of this video. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.